recently, so we made all this very interesting picture on what happened on media in the last 3-4 days. So thank you, and of course I have some questions, but I will put them on a bit later. We will have enough time for that. Sorry. Okay. Hello again. My name is Antonio Momoga, and I'm also the head of e-learning department in my faculty, Faculty of Journalism, and this is the reason why I'm very interested in the way teachers do communicate using new media with our students. Because of course we do have online platforms for this type of studies, and there are a lot of problems in making teachers and students to come and to use these online platforms. We have a platform named e-docemus, where we have our courses, and unfortunately very few students and teachers to use this type of online platforms, and I'm trying to understand why this is happening, and I'm trying to understand why and which would be the solutions in determining them to use this type of media. But this research was conducted together with a colleague of mine, which is actually an ex-student, and she's right here, Elena Trofin, and we decided to understand what is the perception of our teachers, the teachers from our faculty, about the way they are using these platforms, online platform, and on the other hand, how they are using social media in their tryings to communicate with our students, or to convey different types of information about the courses, or about curricula, about exams, or about grades, and so on. And we started with this topic, which is the role of social media in universities, and for that we made some research how these things are going on in other countries than in Romania. You will find this in our article. But we started this particular research that I will present to you today with this question: to what extent were used the online communication in the ways, meanings between students and teachers from our faculty, and what was the perception, what was the especially teachers' perception about that. So, as you will see, it is actually critique that I'm doing on my own work as a head of e-learning department, because the things are very interesting, let's put it that way. So what I'm going to present would be the results gained during this period. Of course, today there are some differences, but not very important differences, unfortunately. So what we did was to take all the 39 teachers we have in our faculty and to find out if they have any activity online, if they have any activity on social media, if they have any accounts on Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn, and how they are using this, if they are sending or not, if they are communicating or not with our students about different information in our faculty, like conferences, exams, biography, things like that. On the other hand, we took the three biggest groups of faculty of journalism, and we wanted to understand if there is any activity from our teachers inside these online groups. There are Facebook groups, and in the end we tried to send an email to our teachers asking them what is their opinion about the way they really communicate with the students online, on the platforms, on Edocemos, for example, on social media, on their own Facebook account or on their own personal blog, and how do they really communicate with the students using emails, for example, and so on. The results are very interesting. So we use on the one hand quantitative content analysis. So we did investigate the activity of our teachers in these three social networks, and on the other hand, we used this survey where we sent a questionnaire to all our teachers, email addresses, and you may find all these official email addresses displayed on our site, on our website. And this email was sent by the student, of course. I mean by my colleague, not by me, because she was a master student at that time in our faculty. So, out of 39 employees of our faculty, 87 have an account on at least one social platform. Those who have accounts on Twitter, for example, they for sure have a Facebook page. And regarding the questionnaire sent by email, during these 3 months, we tried several times to make them answer. Not only one time, but several times. I mean, my colleague here tried at least 3 times to obtain an answer from our teachers, and only 12 of them answered to our questionnaire. Maybe there were holidays or something during that period and they were very occupied. So, out of 39 employees, 34 of them, I mean 87 I already said, have a Facebook account. So 87 have a Facebook account. On the other hand, only 53, almost 54, have a LinkedIn account. So 21 teachers in our faculty have a LinkedIn account. 9 teachers do use Twitter. As you of course know, Twitter is used it is not a very popular social network here, social microblogging here in Romania, generally speaking, not only among teachers. I don't want to provide an excuse for them, but this is a reality here in Romania. Twitter is not very popular. As you may know, almost 8 million Romanians are on Facebook. Not only 100,000 Romanians are on Twitter, so the difference is serious. And only 5 teachers from out of 39 have a personal blog in our faculty. So, 30 teachers of those who have a Facebook account accepted the friend request for my colleague, and out of these 23, 16 are women and 7 are men. So we used another study made in the US by Moran in 2011, and we discovered that there are strangely some similarities between what is going on in our faculty and what is going on in the United States at a national level. So we have 90% of the teachers in the United States that have at least one account on social networks, and we have also 87 in our faculty, and 10% in US do not have any account on social media, and 13% here don't have any account. So what do journalists and communication studies teachers in Bucharest do communicate on their personal accounts? Academical posts during this 3 months period were around 7% each, as you may see, around men, 3% among women. Non-academical posts, which are professional posts, because many of them do have their own personal business. Me, for example, I make some trainings, I deliver consultancy, so I also have a private firm. So you may also will find on my Facebook page is things about my activity, my private business activity. So around 6% among men have this non-academical but professional post, and 3.6 among women. And as you may see, political, social, cultural posts, general types of subjects, of themes are predominant. And personal posts, we mean posts about their private life, about their children, about their hobbies, about their cats and dogs and so on. You will find around 20 till 25 posts on their social media accounts. So, what type of information teachers do communicate in social media in Romania? I mean, when I say Romania, I say in fact Faculty of Journalism and Communications Sciences, not Romania generally. You may also see the resemblance between what's going on in the US and what's going on in our faculty. We are in the trend, we may say that, even though the things are they are. more interesting for us were the results from our sociological survey. As I mentioned before, only 12 of 39 teachers answered this survey. 2 of them did not communicate with their students in social media, even though they answered our survey. And 11 said that they give feedbacks at all emails from their students in maximum 1 week. What is also very interesting is the fact that they would say that they give they give feedback on social media, but in fact there are more of them who pretend on this survey they do give feedback, but online they actually refused to accept the friendship and to answer some questions on private from our colleague, student colleague at that time. So 2 teachers said within the sociological survey that they use social media to communicate with students, but they did not accept the student friend request, even though they talked about that during classroom. So they knew the fact that she was their own student. Men, teachers are more active in social media, we may say, but women communicate much more with students about students' problems. Our expectations, we have to confess this, were more optimistic than our results. We thought that much more teachers would answer our email request. Email was about that survey I already mentioned. So thank you, and I will gladly take your questions.